Well, I'm very excited about the guitar syllabus, which we've worked on with the guitar team. We've got Rob Chapman, who's helped with it, again, like you, with the innovation side of it in the context of the guitar space, if you like. Dan Weller from Six. We've got both the lads from the Temperance Movement.
Which you can tell in particular, that's my style of playing.
Yeah,
like,
great players, great people, and they're nice people. They're there to listen to the people in the class, you know. But the thing that's always troubled me about guitar education is that people want you to play a certain way, and teachers often come in and without meaning to, they try to get you to play their way, and that would be silly for me to do because I'm very specific. I fly the flag for classic rock, but I don't think it's right for anyone else. You know, I do my thing, you know.
Yeah, it's...
So I think the best thing to do is give people a range of players, but you've got to have a common sense approach to understanding the guitar neck inside out, and that's very logical. Over the years, we've all come to a bit of a shared view on that. And for example, if a scale's got 7 notes in it...
Do you want to just move it down? Just have it on your knee as it
normally is. If a scale's got 7 notes in it, then it'll have 7 positions. You know, that's a major scale in 7 positions. And actually, it gives you all your modes, and actually, it's only 3 shapes.
Okay.
So there's all these like logical ways of looking at it that mean that pretty much you can learn the guitar inside out in about a year.
When you say 3 shapes, would that be 3 notes per string? When you
that's
it down to 3 shapes?
Yeah, you know that kind of style. However, I play like this. I'm a Hendrixy, John Frusciante kind of. You know,
I get this a lot, and obviously, they both have their merits is the thing. But everything at some point, at some level, becomes genre specific. It has to.
It does, but that's your gig. You know where you want to take your playing. So you should be in contact with loads of players, and your understanding of technique is almost like a reference book on the shelf. Yeah. So you refer to it, and you come back to it for years, and you go, "Oh, what if I want to play an E flat over some funny chords? What do I do here?" You know, you've got to be able to sort of cope with that stuff. But very important to develop your own style. So what we've done in our performance classes is rather than give someone a Rage Against the Machine track or something specific, which half the class will be into and half will, it's not their thing, you know. We give people a chart with a chord structure, and we give them suggestions. So it's all about the harmony and what we're going to do with this, and what scale choices have you got. Are you going to shred all over the top of it, or are you going to be minimal? Are you going to be textural? Are you going to play like Dave Gilmour, or are you going to play like Tom Morello, you know? And then we work through all the possibilities, and the great thing is, with the 15 people in the class, you're going to get 15 different versions of events,
100%.
15 different pieces of music. And then the killer bit is we invite in a professional bass player, a drummer, and we go into a place where we can use these big amps and get used to playing together as a band, really tight, really professional, MD in it, and developing guitar sounds and confidence of that kind of live gig setting.
Yeah.
And also within it, just pulling out the great bits of your own personality. Because as a guitarist, what we're selling is personality.
I agree a lot.
That's why I don't have to compete with Guthrie Govan. My hands aren't that fast. So I met Guthrie fairly early on, 20 odd years ago, and I realised that he was so amazing at that. He kind of had it covered, and it meant I could relax and just be Bruce.
Yeah, that's a good way to put it. For myself, there have been very few virtuoso guitarists that appeal to my ear.
Shame on you.
It's one of those, and there are a handful of amazing guitarists that really do appeal. Paul Gilbert is one of them. Yeah. And I can watch any Paul Gilbert guitar lesson ever. Yeah. He just has a way of saying things that again might not be my typical style of playing. Yeah. But I always want to know it because Paul's done it. And you can actually hear that in the fingers as well.
Absolutely. And we're all in the entertainment business. And so he's a really good example. Yngwie's entertaining. Eddie Van Halen, he's got this naivety and this incredible innocence to his playing. And I love that. But, they're doing their thing. And it's for all of us to find our own niche and do our thing. And if you do that commit to everything that you feel and hear with your music, then you'll find an audience.
100%.